Morning, afternoon or evening guys, it's ReviewTIJ and this is the place to find Bolton Management Season 2, Episode 5. And finally I've got Episode 5 out. And to the first game today is against Sunderland, and we're playing quite a prestigious squad against the club that, well, have bought Dirk Kuyt on this game, but Dirk obviously support Liverpool, and Dirk Kuyt has gone elsewhere to Liverpool as well, and I think he's gone to, is it Feyenoord, and it's in his home country. Craig Gordon looking a bit gay there. And I'm sad because I like Kuyt, you know, as a player. But, you know, everything happens. And whatever Brendan Rodgers wants to do to get some decent players in, sure. So we're playing against Sunderland, and the first highlights, really, of the game is when Fernandinho has a penalty. It's Skirtle, actually, for Sunderland now, and that sounds quite daft. And Fernandinho steps up to take it, as he was the one who got fouled. He puts it a bit straight, and he doesn't put it straight to the right, but he puts it a bit of curve to the right, and in the 14th minute, Fernandinho scores and puts us 1-0 ahead, and you've got Abel Hernandez, Fernandinho, Allen and James McLean celebrating there. James McLean against his old club. And I couldn't believe this, really, another penalty. We're quite lucky or not, this is Bonera. And I'm assuming in every FIFA game that you blooming get a Sunderland get some profit. Because on Arsenal Giants PS3 they got profit, and on this they got profit. So, you know, must be very occurring. And as you see, Fernandinho steps up to take it again 15 minutes later and puts it, is it exactly the same place, and scores. And in the 68th minute, Fernandez has the ball, takes the ball off Titus Bramble, is it? And then it just gets deflected. And Lee Catamar gets up, and that's the end of the highlight. So, we're nearly at the end of the match now, and that's a clear win, and we've done pretty well, actually. And what a goal from James McLean for his first goal for Bolton Wanderers, and a nice run, actually, from McLean. And he slots it past his old goalkeeper, I think it's Craig Gordon, I'm not actually sure. But the first win of the episode, and the first game of the episode, is 3-0 against Bolton. Against Sunderland. So next we play against Everton, and this is where Seamus Coleman comes up against his late team, and it's really the same squad today, but it's different. I can't think what the name of it is now. Oh my god, I can't think. It's Goodison Park, that's it. And I believe that Everton could win this today, but I already know the result, so I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I should just watch the final people come up to the game and show the Everton fans their support. And then they're all shaking Rui's hand, and then it looks like he's got a camouflage what's it on, Tim Hayward, but who cares. 18 minutes in, first highlight, Fernandinho chips into Hernandez, and a half volley rockets it past Tim Hayward for the first goal of the game. It was a really nice goal, actually, 19 minutes in. And it's the same people celebrating, but it's obviously... And I noticed that Jarvis had actually gone to Everton, so that was a bit curious. And a bit later, I guess, during the later stages of the game, Hernandez has a nice run and just finesse it past Tim Hayward. Hernandez nearly made it 3-0 shortly after, but Tim Hayward did save it. And that means we have our second win of the episode against Bolton. I keep saying against Bolton, it's really annoying. Against Everton, and that's 2-0. So nice clap from him. And we are coming up against Stoke from the final game of this episode. And they've made Forster signing, I think he's from Celtic, or he's on loan, I presume. And Papadopoulos. And obviously our two players, Leighton Young and Holden, which were the two best players, I think. But if we win today, you know, we got him away for about 20 million, and it can't be bad, can it? And let's face it, Stoke aren't brilliant, are they? I mean, you're not winning everything. Oh god, oh god. I'm just being careful because I've got new shelves, so if my shelf falls down in this episode, it'd be embarrassing. But I can't see it happening. But in 20th minute, Stoke had quite a lot of the game. But our first attack was when Allen passed it to McLean about halfway line, and it was a throw-in to Bolton, and they always do this on this game. And the defender left back for us, I can't pronounce his name, pass it to Allen, then pass it to James McLean, pass it to Chris Eagles, then pass it to Hernandez, And then he passes it to Chris Eagles, who could have really passed it to James McLean. And Fernandinho puts a nice finesse in, and it nearly goes in, and then Hernandez tries the lucky volley and it doesn't happen. So Whitehead gets past our last defender, but Adoa does block it, and it's a corner for the Potteries. I think that's the nickname anyway. And Everington puts it in to Peter Crouch, but he misses it. Lee Chung-Young, our ex-player, puts it to Holden, our ex-player as well. And Holden goes to the shot, and it was glory, glory, City, glory, glory, City. And Stoke scored. So, at the end, we were behind. But Hernandez, it's not over yet. He tries to skill them all on. He passes it to Allen, and second time on the ball, he rockets it past Forster. It's Fraser Forster, and what a lovely goal from Allen. That's my goal of the episode. Not going to even ask there, because there's no other contender for goal of the episode. Okay, James McLean's goal was nice, but that was a real rocket. That was a beauty of a goal. So I think the game did end 1-1. I'm just waiting, really. And as you see, I'll look at the possession and the stats. And we had 10 shots in this game. Stoke City had 7. And Mark Davis, isn't Mark Davis, takes it off him, passes it to McLean, passes it to Hernandez, passes it to Fernandinho, and what does he do? What's he done there? So at the end of the game, it was obviously 1-1. And that brings us to the end of the episode, getting 7 points out of the 9 we could have got, but we didn't lose. When we only conceded 1 goal this episode, and we scored how many? 5. I think we scored 5 and lost 1. So Hernandez is top of the top scorers chart with 8, and Lampard is, and we are in 6th place below Villa and Arsenal by 3 points. Chelsea are at the top of the table, and Manchester United, I don't know what they're doing. They've got Blackburn, Rovers and West Ham in front of them. That says something. Wigan, Nottingham Forest and Cardiff City, not surprised they're in the relegation zone. But I would have thought that Blackburn or West Ham would have been in the relegation zone instead of Wigan. But that brings our episode to a close today. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.